Hey guys, Ethan here. I want to talk a little bit about why you should take on the small jobs with all my small equipment behind me. Um, so I try to pick up as many of the little jobs as I can, especially stuff that comes up on Facebook or Nextdoor app. People that are just looking for something that's gonna take a couple hours because most people don't want to touch it. But getting started in business, I always have time in my schedule where if I'm moving a piece of equipment, I can stop out at their place and make something happen. And usually you can make quick 250 bucks. I've even had a couple times had to move some really big rocks that you need a piece of equipment for. I come in and charge 250 bucks, and I'm in and out of there in a lot of times less than half an hour. Um, and it's so worth it to me if I can be able to do that on my schedule, especially if you're already moving a piece of equipment around, not just because you're going to make that 250 bucks. um, I mean, it is a nice filler, but you still have to deal with somebody else and schedule it, and it's not the most profitable thing in the world when you consider your time outside of the job. But um, at the same time, they're great fillers, but they always grow into being more than what you originally signed up for. Like, for instance, tomorrow I'm doing a perk test for a guy who I originally took on a job for him. He had 16 yards of topsoil delivered to his house, thought he could spread it by hand, and he posted it on Facebook. I was going through Facebook like I always am, and so I just commented on his post, sent him a message, said, hey, take care of it, 250 bucks. It's probably gonna take me less than an hour, as long as I can do it, tomorrow afternoon when I'm on my way home. So sure enough, I got that job. He was gonna sell his house, so he had a little bit more work that needed to be done. Ended up picking that up too, and now I'm picking up this perk test because he's moving. Potentially gonna split the property so that his dad can build a place on the same property, which I will now have the opportunity to bid on that work because I'm already having a connection with them. They know who I am. I'm a personable guy, and I always answer the phone. So I got that going for me. But being able to make that connection with somebody where they're not Googling looking for somebody else, it's invaluable. But at the same time, you can also apply like taking this small job stuff. Like, for instance, I'm on this remodel job right now, and I had to go out there, tear down the chimney. It was part of my original contracted work. And just talking to the carpenters, and they're going to tear down a pretty good portion of the house. And, a lot of this stuff, guys, is like the homeowners aren't aware of everything that you're capable of doing. So, I talked to the homeowner, talked to the framer, the carpenters, said, hey, I see what you're doing. You need to tear down this much space. The dumpster guy can only get the dumpster in the front yard, but if I can come in here with my mini excavator and tear off this part of the house, I can bring my dump trailer back here with my pickup truck, get it right where I need it, and I'll probably save you some money on the dumpsters too, because I'd be willing to bill you a tonnage on the waste, exactly what the landfill's charging me, but I'm going to bill you hourly for my driving time and all my time on site. So it's probably going to save him money over dumpsters, especially because dumpsters end up being overweight when you pack it in with an excavator, just because they don't include enough tonnage when you're packing it in with an excavator. So that's going to end up saving him money on the dumpster side. It's going to end up saving money on the carpenters because it's probably cheaper to have me out there at an hourly rate compared to having a group of 5 or 6 guys that are all working hourly out there, and they're hauling that material all the way to the front driveway in front of the house. They have to tear it all down themselves, whereas they can come in there, make a clean cut off of the house, and I can just tear it off and load it right into the dump trailer and pack it in, crush it, and make it a little bit more compact. But yeah, I always think it's so worth it to pick up these small jobs. But then again, if you're already on a job and you can see an opportunity for more work, it's not always that the homeowner doesn't want to have you doing more work. They might just not be aware. you can offer it. So it's always worth mentioning to people. Most of the time when I do mention it to people, they'll at least consider it, but majority of the time they end up moving forward with it, especially if the work's already being done, and you can save somebody else some hassle if you're the right guy for the puzzle. And that's not always the case, but when it is, it works out well. So anyways, guys, that's why I always try to pick up all the little jobs in the area. I'm not saying try to pick up every single one-day job you can get, but if there's stuff that needs to be done, it's only going to take an hour or two. It's usually worth it just to be able to have that connection, and then you have one more person spreading that word of mouth saying, hey, you know, most of these excavating companies won't give you the time of day on a project this size, but if you call this guy, he's always willing to help no matter the size of the project. He'll at least give you a price on it, and you'll have somebody to go with even if nobody else is interested. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.